Hey everyone! James, holy crap, 12 months! I have a present for you as a thank you. We are dyeing really weird yarn today. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. This was kind of like a joke, but now I kind of want to do it and figure out what the hell I'm doing, if it works. So, we're using Fanta to dye yarn today. It's gonna be amazing. And by amazing, I mean... I don't even know what it's gonna be. Oh, I forgot. I need a thing so I can see your chats. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with this Fanta. I've had it in my fridge for like, I swear, like 2 years probably. And I'm not a huge Fanta fan. I'm sorry guys, if you are. I apologize. I'm just not. And, I've been trying to like find ways to make it palatable to myself, like mixing it with like ginger beer and things like that. I'm like, okay, I can do this, right? I can do this. But it's just, I don't know, just not the best. So I was talking to somebody the other day about it, and they were like, I wonder if you could dye yarn with it. I think it was Veil. Yeah, it was Veil. No, it's not sponsored. Just happens to be using it. And I was like, you know, I don't see why you couldn't dye yarn with soda. Because, I mean, okay. So the main ingredients in Fanta, which you probably won't be able to read on here because who decided silver on orange was a good idea? So, carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid. So third ingredient is citric acid, which we put in, you know, we put in for that. And then, yellow 6 and red 40 are the kind of last things. So yeah, they're the last things, but they're also food coloring. Like, have you seen Fanta recently? Holy crap, it's so bright. Here, I'll get a little cup and... Like, that is so orange. Okay, it doesn't look as orange on the thing, but, I mean, we'll see. We got 3 cans of it here. And, so this one I opened. I actually drank half of this one the other day before I was like, ugh, this is so gross. Why am I doing this to myself? So, I figured, look at that. So, without anything, the pH is 3.5 of Fanta. So, yeah, why the hell not? Like, I wouldn't even have to add any citric acid. Even if I have to add water to it, I may not need citric acid. So, we're gonna soak this yarn. We're gonna put the Fanta in the dye pot. And then I might use some Kool-Aid to speckle it or something. I don't know. This is all an experiment. It's just a silly thing. I will have to wash the yarn out thoroughly with soap afterwards because there's gotta be so much like sugar and everything. But, you know, whatever. Just do something fun, right? Okay, Orangina would not work probably because it doesn't, well, it probably doesn't have as much food coloring in it. I don't know if it has any or not, but yeah. You're not annoying, James. Plus, you're 1-year subscriber. It's your 1 year and license to, the one time a year you have license to be annoying or something. I don't fucking know. I really don't know what I'm like even saying at this point, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. It's ridiculous, but it should be a little bit fun. I might do something else. I have my split pan in here. You know, I didn't even check to make sure this other camera is working. Or turned on. Okay. Should be good. We're in the right place. So, let us just, with no further ado, go to the dye pot. Hang on, I gotta fix this. Anyway, I don't know where the puppies are. I think they're confused at the schedule change. I tried to get them to come up here. I was like, we're gonna stream, guys. And they were like, what? So, we're gonna start out with this Fanta. And I'm gonna open 2 more cans of it. Because that's what I have. Oh, hi, Pico. Hi, buddy. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna smell like hot wool and burning sugar in here. It's gonna be the best. It won't be burning sugar, but it'll be warm sugar. This probably won't be super dark, since I only have 2.5 cans of it. If it works, you know. I'm thinking I might not add any water to it. I might just put squish the yarn down into it. I am gonna wear gloves, just I don't want my hands to get that sticky. Oh my goodness, what's going on? The Fiber Mage is raiding! Welcome! Hi! Hello! Welcome! Let me switch back to my worktop for a second. Thank you for following Teetherney. We're doing something weird today. This is not like my normal thing that I do, but we're dyeing yarn with Fanta, or at least we're attempting to. Thank you for the raid, Fiber Mage. Thank you. How was your stream today? Want a Fanta, exactly. So, I've been trying to figure out what to do with this Fanta that's been in my fridge, because it's not my favorite orange soda. And it's been in there for like 2 years. Somebody else bought it, you know, pre-pandemic. And it's been just sitting there because nobody wants to drink it. She has, hasn't she? She's so big. That's Aerie. Aerie's the little one. She's 7 months old now. Oh, hi, baby. You want to give high fives for everyone? For the raid? Yeah, good high fives. Pico, how about you? Oh, good girl. Pico? No, Pico. Aerie, down. No, she's like, I'm just gonna aggressively snuggle my brother. You're spinning yarn samples? Fun. Anyway, I just had this, like, weird brain thought, along with my friend Vale, of maybe we try it, because the ingredients in Fanta, the third ingredient is citric acid, which is what I use with my acid dyes, and we know that you can dye yarn using food coloring, and there's food coloring in it, a fair amount of it. So I had like 2.5 cans of Fanta because I gave up on trying to drink one of them, but I was like doctoring it up with like ginger beer and stuff. So I just put those in the dye pot. And we're gonna put the yarn in, and then I have some leftover Kool-Aid from another thing that I did that I may use either to speckle or to do something else. I may even do a completely different thing on this side, because I had an idea for yarn. Because this isn't, I mean, it's going to take up a whole lot of time, I suppose. But since we're like already, it's not like we have to mix anything up, right? So, I soaked my yarn, which is, this one is, second here, I'm gonna squeeze it out. Okay, so this is 100% Polwarth fingering weight wool. It's my sock yarn. Um, it's really nice. Um, but we're gonna put it in the Fanta. And I forgot gloves. Hang on. I really want them this time because sticky. It already smells and the dye pot hasn't even heated up yet at all. I guess I could turn it on now. This is gonna be really interesting. I wonder how much of the dye bath will exhaust. Like, I just don't know. I was going to do this yesterday, but I ended up just being wiped out, so. And I usually stream on Thursdays, but I can't tomorrow, so. And I didn't last week either, and I feel bad, so I was like, I'm gonna make sure I stream today. Here we go. That is so neon. Holy crap, it's so neon. It's pale, but it's neon. I can hear it fizzing. Smells like fake orange. This is, I mean, this is pretty, taking up the dye pretty well. The soda, the Fanta pretty well here. We're drinking a Fanta again. Actually, it could be a lot of fun to try different sodas and see how they come out, because most sodas have, like, you know, a bunch of different food coloring in them. Like, see if Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola have different colors. I will probably never want to drink Fanta again after smelling this cooking, especially. I probably should have done this on a mini, but, you know, YOLO, whatever. You only dye weird yarns all the time. Holy crap, like, the dye bath is already almost clear. With no heat on it. I mean, it's not set, but, yeah. Look at that. Man, something about that. I mean, it did have a pretty high acidity. It was about 3.5 acidity, which I usually dye at around a 4. So, it ate the orange right up. It really did. Oh god, Mountain Dew would be so weird. I'll just do weird dyeing streams. Like, maybe I'll make it like a, I was gonna say a monthly thing. That somebody can suggest some weird thing that I dye with. Because that's so much fun to do, right? But, holy crap, like, this has no color left in it already. Smells so sickly sweet. Vale, look at this! Vale was the one I was talking to about this. And it's not even hot yet. It just sucked up the orange completely. I can't even believe it. It smells so sweet, though. Like, can I get more Fanta out of these cans? It's so weird. I want to, like, keep moving it around to try to get it all covered, but it's not really going to make a difference, probably. So, can you drink it after? Ew, Dragoon. Ew. I mean, I am curious whether it would taste like Fanta. I mean, probably would. I don't know. Oh, it's so gross. But also amazing. So, should I speckle it is the question. So I have some Kool-Aid that's been like open. Where did I put that? Wait a second, I hid it. Okay. Okay, so I have like, oops, that's the wrong button. I've got black cherry, strawberry, or berry cherry, strawberry, black cherry. They're all red Kool-Aid, okay? They're from my last stream. I didn't use that much of it, so, or my last dying with stuff in your kitchen. Dying with weird stuff, basically, stream. Jelly, you're here! Hi! Keep one for Kool-Aid pickles. I have a ton of other Kool-Aid, but these are the ones that are already open. None of these are blue. They're all red. You're just feeling it out. I mean, I could use like an actual acid dye with it, but that's I don't know. It does look great as it is, so maybe I dye another skein with the Kool-Aid. You expect what, one of the Kool-Aids? Sure, I'll send you a packet of Kool-Aid. What color do you want? Where's my Kool-Aid? I have a box of it somewhere. It's starting to smell lovely in here. If Wildebeest doesn't see the stream because he's in meetings right now, he's gonna be like, what is that? Aw, you don't have it anymore? I think I ordered on Amazon, so. Is there a punch? Like tropical punch? Yes. I'll send you some tropical punch Kool-Aid. Alright. You always wonder how Kool-Aid tastes. You don't have it here in Germany. It tastes like sugar and red. Okay, somebody already said Mountain Dew. I said maybe I should do a whole series of dyeing with weird shit. Like, streams where we dye with, like, see if, like, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper make different colors. James, all 6 of these are red. There are 6 red Kool-Aids here. 6 colors. Cherry, strawberry, kiwi. Although that one's a little bit pinkish. Strawberry is also a little bit pinkish. Berry cherry, black cherry, and tropical punch. Oh, Vale, you're DMing me a collab idea. I can't wait. It's just, I mean, it's so weird, but whatever. For anybody who's just joining us and who you missed, it was like so fast, but in the dye pot right now we have a skein of yarn in 2.5 cans of Fanta, and it just immediately soaked up the color. And literally there's nothing else in here, just Fanta. I did not add citric acid, I did not add water, I added yarn to Fanta. And we've already got this gorgeous, gorgeous orange. It's kind of neon, but not like super bright. So, and it smells so punchy. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to soak another skein of yarn, I think, and then we'll speckle it with the Kool-Aid, all the red colors. No vinegar, nope. I added nothing because the ingredients in Fanta, if you can read them here, it's hard. So the ingredients in Fanta and soda, the third ingredient is citric acid. It would help if this It's really hard to read, but... So, when I checked the pH of the Fanta, it was actually about a 3.5, and I usually dye at a pH of 4. So it's actually more acidic than my normal dye bath, which is why it took so quickly, I think. So give me a second here. I'm just getting this yarn wet. Now, I don't have... We're going to set these aside. Give me a second here. I actually do want... you know what? Actually, I probably don't need to add citric acid to this because Kool-Aid also contains citric acid. That's the first ingredient in Kool-Aid. Come on. Nope. Anyway, you can believe me on that one. Won't feel like fighting with it. It might be a good idea to do a little bit just in case in my soak water. Because I think I had a little bit of trouble with it maybe not being quite strong enough last time I dyed with Kool-Aid. I had a lot of bleeding whenever I rinsed the yarn. So I'm just gonna mix it up here. This yarn soaks up the liquid pretty quickly, so I don't need to soak it for like half an hour. I just have to get it wet. I'm gonna put this in the dye pot. Hi, Pico. Alright. Puppies. Boop. And I'm just gonna kind of spread this out, basically, with no real rhyme or reason to it. And then we're gonna use all 6 colors, maybe, of Kool-Aid? What do you think? Should we use all of them, or just some of them? So there's the strawberry kiwi and the strawberry are both a little bit lighter. They're like pinkish. So maybe I'll start with those. Do them all. Yeah. Whew! It's gonna smell nice in here. I feel like maybe I probably should have put more water in there, but... nah. Whew. Maybe I should wear my mask. I mean, it's food coloring. I won't die from it, probably, but... Go stream! For anybody who's interested, Vale is streaming Obey Me, and it's been really fun to watch. It's like one of those games where I'm always like curious about it, but I don't know if I would play it myself, but then it's really fun to watch her play. So definitely check her out. I think we're gonna, I mean, there's like too much Kool-Aid here. We'll see. I mean, I'll move it around and stuff after it gets a chance to set a little. Or we'll just use it all. Damn the consequences, right? Oh, little hyper today, apparently. I had to go out to do errands today, and I went to the grocery store, and I was so uncomfortable. I went to Safeway, and there were 2 people in line in front of me, and they're doing the Monopoly tickets right now. And somebody, the guy in line, 2 people in front of me, was like, the cashier asked if he wanted the Monopoly tickets, and he was like, no, and then he turned to the lady behind him and said, do you want them? And she said, oh, sure, I'll take them. And the cashier chewed him out. She was like, no, you can't do that. We're not letting people pass them. You know, it's a pandemic. It wasn't cool to do it before the pandemic, and it's even less cool to do it now. And, like, she just, like, ripped into him. And on one hand, I was like, okay, I get it. On the other hand, I was like, whoa, chill out, lady. Like, that was a bit much, and I was very uncomfortable for the whole thing. So, that was my, you know, wonderful, totally not stressful, experience going out today to the grocery store. I only needed like a couple of things, and I ended up buying like a ton of snacks and junk food because I was apparently hungry. Oh, the Kool-Aid smells so strongly right now. So should I just put the lid on and let it set for a little bit, and then we'll flip it over and stuff? You guys think that's... Yeah, let's do that. Whew. Maybe it'll cut down on some of the smell. I mean, it doesn't smell bad exactly, just a bit pungent. I'm trying to think, somebody said about, you know, they've never had Kool-Aid, and they wonder what it tastes like. It's like candy, like liquid candy, like dissolved candy in fruity candy in fizzy water. That's what Kool-Aid tastes like. No, not fizzy water. What am I talking about? Fizzy water? I'm getting the Fanta and the Kool-Aid mixed up. But yeah, we're just having fun, and I will work on my samples, I guess, while we're waiting for that to heat up and stuff. I've been working on crocheting some samples of my different colorways, and then I have a couple people who have volunteered or offered to knit some samples so I can take some pictures and have them on the website so you can see how they work up. And apparently I'm just like all over the place because I can't stick to one and just finish it. I have to start multiple at the same time, which really shouldn't surprise me or anyone who has ever heard me talk about my crafting habits. Anyway. So I finished one already. And that is the Zhongli colorway, which I still haven't decided on a name for. But I like how it turned out. Kind of looks tiger stripey. It was fun. So yeah, I finished that one. Oh, hi. I have a visitor. A visitor who comes bearing wine. Thank you. Wine. Or is it port? Is it port? Ooh. Port. Anyway. So this is the Zhongli colorway. And I have done one sample already. It was fun. And then I started to work on the child colorway from Genshin Impact. And I really like how this one's working up. Other than the fact that it's curling like crazy. I'm really happy with how it looks. It looks really cool. But then I was kind of getting bored, even though I'm just doing like the same stitch, which usually doesn't... Mina, drink loopy juice. Apparently I am today. Anyway, I am only about halfway through this one, I guess. Maybe a little bit more than that, because this one's been blocked, so... Although this one's about the same size unblocked. Whoops. Whatever. Close enough. Perfect. So I started another one, and this is in my Shadowbringers colorway. They're all different sizes, apparently. Whatever. So, we've got Shadowbringers, we've got Tartaglia, which I haven't decided what I shall call it in the end. And then the other ones I have are the other Final Fantasy XIV yarns. So I've got Heavensward, Stormblood, and A Realm Reborn to work up that I've got little samples of. And these are all on OT3, which is my fingering weight merino, cashmere, and nylon. I just dyed some 10-gram samples along with each of these. So, yeah. I should work on this one and finish it, rather than, like, switching to a new thing, just because I was antsy. I'm like halfway there, right? So how's everybody else's last week or so been? Because I didn't stream last week. Sorry about that. I am struggling right now because I have a lot of stuff going on. I may be having surgery in the near future, so I've got like, you know, just a lot of stuff going on. So I apologize that my streaming schedule has been kind of all over the place and not very regular, shall we say. But I figured I would do less often, like commit to less often, and then, you know, it'll be quality stream time. Or apparently quality quality stream time as we literally just or put soda over yarn. I do not have a lurk command, but feel free to lurk if you need to, Crafty Mom. And welcome. Yeah. This quality of my streams just gets ridiculous as we go along, right? So, super fun. I'm kind of enjoying crocheting samples in a way, because I have been a little bit out of practice with my crochet, because when I started dyeing, it was because I couldn't crochet. I was having hand problems, and oh, PH Delicious is giving Pico treats! If I can find the clicker! Away la clickioteca. Oh, Aries here for treats. Alright, hang on, this isn't working. Probably need to press the button just to get it turned on. There you go, Airy. Oh, hang on. Is that so, Airy? Alright, I'll put this here. Here. Yeah. Oh, Pico, almost. Alright, here. You go get your treat. She heard the word treat and came running quick. She did. Uh-huh. They learn fast about that, right? Anyway, so when I first started dyeing yarn, which I just had something pop up in my photos like this day last year or whatever from 2 years ago. Let me see if it's still there somewhere where I can find it, because it was kind of neat. Okay, I found it. 2 years ago, I don't know if you guys can see, so this was 2 years ago, I bought Fancy yarn, and this was like the first time I bought Fancy Bear yarn, and this was the beginning of me deciding that I was gonna go with the luxury yarns, I think. Oh, that's grapefruit. I don't know why that's there. But, yeah. But I bought a whole bunch of it, and was like, I'm gonna dye this up. And it was really exciting. That was 2 years ago. It's like sort of a beginning of this journey. But anyway, my hands don't hurt anymore. I had carpal tunnel surgery, which you can't even see the scars. But they don't prevent me from crocheting anymore, at least. And so I've been, kind of getting back into the swing of crocheting on a regular basis by working on these samples. And it's good for like muscle memory and just building up that strength. I definitely can't crochet nearly as much as I used to be able to. I used to crochet on my commute, which is 4 hours round trip, and I just spend the whole time crocheting pretty much. But yeah. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not using my Pico Emoji stitch markers, it's because, like, literally most of them are on other projects right now. Hang on a second. Sorry, Wildebeest was asking me a question. Oh, it's 4 o'clock already. That's why he was asking me that question. Puppies want food. Anyway, so I've been kind of enjoying just doing just a plain, like, square, all the same stitch. It's nice, and it's really exciting to, like, work up the yarn and really see how it ends up looking, how the color pools. This one I'm so happy with. Oh my gosh, he's the most elegant, is he not? Let's see if you can see his feet even better. There. This is like him always. He sits like this all the time. Oh no. Okay. He heard the kibbles. He heard the kibbles! Wildebeest is getting their food ready and gonna bring it up here, I guess. But yes, he is very proper. Except when he's losing his mind being a maniac. The dogs were so crazy this morning. Did I post that in Discord? If I didn't, I will have to post this video in Discord. They were so ridiculous this morning. Like, I don't even know. Puppies get food. What's that?
Why you?
The camera's pointing basically there.
No.
I can always adjust it for them eating.
No. Okay. Very speak. Very speak. Break! Good girl. No.
Did she just eat Pico's Benadryl? She spit at least one of them out. I mean, it probably won't hurt her.
No, she'll be fine.
I hope you guys heard her barking. She's learning to speak. And her bark is kind of like a little howl. She's learning to speak on command. Wildebeest is informing me that there's a difference. These are not the bowls they usually eat out of, by the way. They just get special bowls when they come up here, I guess. Don't choke, guys. And by special bowls, I mean they're like disposable, basically. Wildebeest subscribed. Thank you, my love. It doesn't say how many months he subscribed. Oh no, 11 months. It does say. You're only at 11 months. 2 people hit 12 months before my husband did. You okay, Ari? She's burping. Like she ate too fast. Which she probably did. Is the video working? Oh, there we go. Yeah. My preview wasn't up, and I was worried. Yeah. So, I've been watching Skate the Infinity, and I freaking love it. I don't know who else here is into anime, and sports anime in specific. It's about skateboarding, but like, it's like this underground skateboarding community where anything goes, and every character is so freaking extra. I know Chelly's watching it, because Chelly's making comics. Really? That's so cool. Who does he, voice? Who is he? Joe? You work for Joe's voice actor. Chelly has lost her mind. Oh my gosh. How do you survive that? His voice is actually really nice. It's weird because it's somebody you know. I now, like, thirsting over voice actors has become so much more real. if I didn't do the Kool-Aid today, I was thinking about trying to do a matcha blossom yarn, which is Joe and Cherry. It's the ship for Joe and Cherry. That's so cool. I'm trying to think, who else is, like, what else is he in? Chelly! Chelly is dying. You have killed the Chelly. Ramen, you've killed the Chelly. Like, that's a pretty major character, too. You're literally drawing it right now. You totally broke her. 100% broken. I'm at the end of this row. Shall we check on the yarn? While Chelly's recovering from her meltdown. Oh, I could not. That's where I remember hearing his name his voice recently. Is he the main guy, the courier? He's courier, isn't he? I enjoyed that one too. Or what is out of it. That's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. Let us check on our yarn while Pico waits for his secondary feast. And Aerie makes funny noises downstairs, which probably means she wants to go outside. Do you need to go outside, sweetie? Where's Dad? Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Ha! Yes, Fiber Mage. Executive dysfunction. Total bitch. Okay, so I can totally move this around. And we're just gonna do it. I have a lot of Kool-Aid to use, guys. With this. It's gonna be fun. So this, the color is just completely gone. I mean, I'll let it sit in there to kind of properly set. Burned myself. Oh no, the camera, the blurry cam. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Don't be a jerk. Okay. This kind of looks carroty on the camera. I mean, I guess it kind of looks carroty in real life, too. But we'll just let this, you know. I flipped this over. It's, sort of speckly, but sort of not. I think it's gonna need more liquid in there. So, at the risk of losing some of our speckles, I'm gonna add this in. Oops. This might actually be more set than I thought. Yeah, if you don't use enough liquid, then it doesn't really attach to the yarn well. But this is actually fairly set on it, so there was a little bit of looseness, but this isn't enough for it to even like pool when we add more. So I'm gonna add the black cherry because this one was the darker, or the darkest, I should say. It is kind of fun. And then some of the strawberry kiwi, which was one of the lighter ones. Whoops. And I will throw it everywhere. Guys, there's some blue speckles for some reason. Is it from the strawberry kiwi? Or the black cherry? I don't know why. There are definitely blue speckles in there. Can you see them? Probably not, but maybe over here by the tie. Some here, here. All I put on here was red Kool-Aid. Blue speckles. It would make sense if it was the black cherry, because it's got a darker kind of bluish tint to it, so it's probably not mixed in. That's neat. Cheeto broth. You know, Cheeto powder is probably mostly food coloring. No, guys, do not let me try to dye yarn with Cheetos. Do not be that kind of enablers. Yes, Ramen, you did give me weird ideas. Oh, this is the state of my brain lately, apparently. That these are the kind of weird things that I do. Look, I even wore socks with orange on them for the Fanta. Just for this stream. This is really cool that there's some really distinct blue speckles there. We'll have to see which one it was. You're not upset that you gave me weird ideas, though. Let's be real. You're amused. I'm amused. It's gonna be interesting. So I don't know when it's happening yet, but I mentioned earlier in the stream that I'm probably gonna have surgery. So maybe a little bit out of commission for a while, but my mom has just got her second COVID shot, and she's gonna come help with recovery, at least for a few days, and mostly puppy wrangling. And I'm like, I should do a stream with my mom here, with Mama Bee Monkey. It would be so much fun. Oh, you can do it, Fiber Mage! Make yourself some food. You'll feel better after you eat, probably. I probably should have had some snacks with my port. Well, it's food for you too, right? Not just that, I mean, it's really warm in here, guys. That might also be the port. But both. Oh, actually, I know what the problem is. Something's in front of my fan. Harry, you have your bowl! Are you taking it away? Did you already take Pico's? Help? Wildebeest. We need an adult. Harry took the food dishes. She stole them and went downstairs. You didn't bring the food dish back, but you did come back. What a good girl. I was gonna give that to you, but Pico was there. She very much likes to steal anything she can. She will bring it back, and she'll do this thing where she's like, I want to give it to you, but I know I should give it to you, but I don't want to, but I know I'm supposed to, but I really don't want you to take it. Hey, bring it here. Bring it here. Come here. Bring me the dish. Bring it here. Come. Come on, baby. Good girl. Good girl. Who's a good baby? Thank you. Good girl. Very good girl. Thank you. Good girl. You want a treat? Go get it. Go get your treat. Pico. Pico, leave it. Pico, leave it. Yeah, right. She's literally walking over him to get the treat. There you go, baby. That one's yours. What is going on here? I feel like did we adjust the camera? Must have. Who gets it first? Pico does. Yeah. There's a lot of banging going on downstairs, and I don't know why. I don't remember what our plan for dinner is, even though I got stuff for it. Who knows? Maniac is making food, yes. Oh, you know what? I think he's probably chopping up garlic. He was smashing it first. So, hair in my mouth. Is it a Pico hair? Is it a ship hair? Is it a yarn fiber? It's Pico hair. Barry's fur doesn't count in any of this because she doesn't really have her I mean, she has her adult fur, but she doesn't shed. Yet. Meanwhile, Pico is all over my house. Always. I went to the grocery store today for like bread and eggs and lunch meat and something else, and I got like cheese crackers and chips and these Japanese himematsuru crackers that I like, these rice crackers, and madeleines and beef jerky, and I was like, I must be hungry because I just bought all the fucking snacks in the world. Like, all the weird snacks, too, that I don't usually buy. But, yeah, I was stressed. I had to go to the recycling center, pharmacy, UPS, and I was just done. And then the awkward Monopoly encounter. You have to go grocery shopping? You know, grocery shopping is, like, so stressful now. It probably shouldn't be that stressful. Like, it's not that bad, but, oh, they took out most of the, so, I don't know if most grocery stores, I know a lot of grocery stores are like this, so, for COVID, they put in signs on the floor, usually, like decals saying which direction you go in the aisle, and each aisle is one way. And, like, literally half of them were missing. But it was never on the same end of the aisle, or it wasn't every other aisle. Like, it was randomly they were just missing. And I had so much anxiety about this because I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to go down this aisle. And suddenly people were going both ways in the aisle, and I was freaking out. Because that's the kind of irrational stuff that goes through my brain now. You're one of those people, Queen Keene? You don't pay attention to them? No! I don't pay attention to them, like, by accident, and then I, like, start down the aisle and stop myself and go the wrong direction, and, like, back up and go the other direction. I do pay attention to them, though. I mean, just people still pass each other, so it's not, like, that helpful, I guess, but I was really stressed out not having them, apparently. Like, really, really stressed out. Some aisles had none, some had them on one end, some had them on both ends. I was just like, I don't know what to do. Puppy, you're not on camera anymore. The feeder's over there. The treat machine's over there. Huh? Anyway, I'm excited to get to see my mom in a few weeks, probably. I'm excited that she's fully vaccinated. Well, I guess she'll be fully vaccinated and protected in 2 weeks-ish. Yeah, I mean, the prolonged period is definitely a bigger thing, but I still think that it's worth it to keep your distance. I don't know if that 15 minutes without a mask, I haven't heard that statistic anywhere before, so that's interesting. But I will take my chances continuing to wear a mask. It's, you know, I think that it's, for me, it's not even necessarily a rational thing. It's like just the stress of the last year or so building up, and me not being used to being around people when I'm kind of an introvert anyway, to begin with. I'm like, you know... It's actually funny, because when I used to go to the grocery store, I would, like, put headphones in and listen to a book while I was walking around the grocery store and just try to ignore everyone. But now I have to be, like, paying attention to everything around me and everyone around me. Both your coworkers got COVID. Oh, that sucks. I got a test once early on for no reason, honestly. I did not need it. I went in for, like, something unrelated. And they were like, you have a slight fever. Your temperature's like 99 degrees. Did you know that? You have a slight fever. We have to test you for COVID. And I was like, what? And that was not pleasant, because it was before they were just doing the swab tests. It was the one where they have to go up into your brain, basically. It felt awful. I was like, thank you for this. Thank you. But that was a long time ago. And, you know, my only coworkers have for... Look at this. Look at this. It's so pretty. I don't know. Part of me thinks maybe if the red was a little bit less bright would be nice. But overall, I am just really happy with it. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to be used to people again. That is, I think, gonna be the hardest thing. It's like on one hand, you're like, I crave human interaction so bad right now. Sometimes. But also, stay the hell away from me. That's kind of how I've been feeling lately. I think it's just there's certain people that, like, I want to be able to see and spend time with, hug. But everybody else can continue to stay away. Once my siblings and I are vaccinated, my mom wants to take us. She wants us all to go to Hawaii together, and she's like getting super excited now that she's had her second shot. She's like ready to book everything, and hang on, I might sneeze. Not sneezing. It'll probably still sneak up on me, but she's like, I want to go on a trip to Hawaii or somewhere, or anywhere you guys want to go. And she's like, I'm ready to book it. And I'm like, nobody else has gotten their shots, so you might want to cool your jets a little. A little bit preemptive. You're the only one who has a vaccine. Yeah, it's been a lot over the year. Your mom is doing the same thing? PH delicious. Wanting to go somewhere? Ah. So it's been kind of hard with my mom because, like, she's far enough away and has enough of, like, a different social circle that it hasn't really been safe to get together without social distancing and masks, other than, you know, we quarantined for Christmas and spent time together. She wants to do Alaska next year. Oh, they're gonna announce your last phase tomorrow. Oh, you'll be able to get it if they include construction. That's awesome. If it's the last phase, then that doesn't that usually mean a lot more people, or last phase of essential workers or something? Bucket list trip. I mean, at this point, it's like anything could happen. Maybe do your bucket lists. I think that's... Oh my goodness. Holy crap, there's... food. Like, wow. This just appeared in front of me. Guys, this looks amazing. I should try to pronounce it, but it's my husband's version of bagna colda, which is like anchovies and garlic and butter and oil, and you eat it with a bread and cabbage spoon. I don't know what you eat it with normally. There's a lot of... Wow, a lot though. Yum. My parents did Hawaii a long time ago. I feel like for their honeymoon. No, not their honeymoon. somewhere, and they went somewhere for an anniversary. And my mom loves it. And she went with a friend for like a 3-day weekend last year, which was kind of crazy. And I went for the first time, I guess 2 years ago. It was our Christmas present to ourselves. Oh my gosh, this is so good, guys. Apparently we're having decadent dinner. I would love to go to Alaska. That's you know, prior to going to Hawaii, I would have said that Alaska's way more up my alley for like types of vacations that I like. But I really enjoyed Hawaii. We went to Kauai, so it was not quite as busy, hustle, bustle, you know. Yes, East Coast to... Yeah, it does make any of it a big haul. It definitely makes it easier being on this coast. But I would like to go to Alaska. Kiara's giving Pico a treat because he's being so good and waiting for it. Midwest is middle. I know, such a good boy. You good boy. Yeah, the goodest. He's got like his little paws directly on the dish with the treat thing. Oh my gosh, this is so much food. And I said earlier, I was like, I should have eaten something with my port. It's true. But it was faster to fly to Germany than to fly to Victoria? Holy shit. We actually, so when we got married, we went to British Columbia for our honeymoon. We went to Whistler. And we flew, we lived on the East Coast at the time in Pennsylvania. We flew to Seattle, spent a couple days in Seattle, and then went to Whistler, drove to Whistler, which was really cool and worth it. So I don't know how long that takes. Like, I know how long it takes to get to Seattle. But I guess you are even farther east. Oh yeah, housing market is crazy in BC. I mean, most of the Pacific Northwest is pretty bonkers though. Sadly. think that our house value... Yeah, we've had at least that big of a... increase in the value of our house, too. It's cheaper to take the ferry to Vancouver, drive to Seattle, catch a plane, and fly to Nova Scotia than it is... What?! That has broken my brain. Cheaper to take the ferry to Vancouver, drive to Seattle, catch a plane, fly to Nova Scotia. That's it. Wow. Wow. That is insanity. Shall we check on the yarn? My elegant boy. You're such a regal gentleman. Alright, ready for this? Definitely Kool-Aid speckles got everywhere. It's really cool that there's the blue speckles. I love it. I don't know which one of it was, so I'm gonna use the other ones, maybe. When I move it around. Try to get some more of the white exposed for more specklage. I keep thinking about, so I'm working on getting my garage ready to move the studio into it, because I can't keep my studio in one place ever, apparently. But I keep thinking about all the neighborhood kids and them not doing like virtual school and wondering if they get very much like art kind of time. And maybe occasionally I open up my garage door and do like art dyeing days for the kids. I don't know. I've just been thinking about that lately. Your brother flew from Halifax to Montreal and it was over $700. Jeez. Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Cam died. That's a great emoji. What happened? Seriously, what happened? Is it back? Camera back? Yeah, I think the kids would love it, and I have enough like food coloring type dyes that I would feel pretty okay about doing it. I just want to check with local parents. See if they're interested in that. I've been spending a lot of time with the neighbor kids because they really like Aerie, and they like coming over to play with Aerie if they can, and it's good for her, and it gives them something to do, and they like to talk and hang out while they're playing with her. It's gone again? Camera, what are you doing? Might be this camera. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. It's on. What the heck is going on? This is really upsetting, guys. Wait, is it where it's plugged into the camera? Is it? Not the power, is it? Alright. It's not the power. It's definitely not the power. Let me check the HDMI cable. Just gonna climb around underneath my tables here. Hi, Ari. What you doing? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to elbow you in the head. Hi, yeah, I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor with you. Hello. Thank you for the kisses. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you for the kisses. I know. It's because I ate tasty food. Oh god. Things are gonna go horribly awry here. Sorry guys. We'll get it figured out, hopefully. Or I'll switch to one of the other cameras for the duration of the stream. Or something else. What is going on? Well, the cables seem fine. The camera is powered on. It's like when I toggle the power on it, it comes back for a second. Give me a minute here. No signal. Like, why wouldn't it work? Maybe I'll leave it off for a couple minutes. Set it to... Well, we'll go back to the workshop for a bit. Just chat instead of looking at the thing. Only one burned finger, yay, that's a win. I'm sorry that you burned your finger though. But you made food. That's a win. Sometimes it's too hard to make food. It's okay. You never have to be ashamed of that. Oh, I switched the camera, but I didn't switch the camera. I'm still trying to figure out why this isn't working. Yeah. Well, the girl's outside. You gonna work at them? Pico. Let's see. Is there something wrong with my capture card? Might be. It's not showing my capture card in the device manager. But it is showing it in Streamlabs. That's weird. Alright guys, I'm still trying to figure this out. Some sort of update, but that's just for the software. Not necessarily any sort of firmware. But it's not showing up on my devices at all. No. I don't want to become famous. I don't want to buy followers. Block. Report. Okay. Oh, Wildebeest was actually on it. I was trying to do it too at the same time. You wanted to use your band hammer, Flex. Why is this not working? Guys, I'm really upset. I really don't know why it's not working. The camera's on, the camera's working. All the cables are fine. Alright, let me see if I can get the other camera pointed at the dye pot. Or if it's too far away. Problem is the cable's not actually long enough, potentially, to get it closer. This is driving me a little bit insane that that camera's dead for some reason or not working. So you guys get to see almost nothing. Hang on. Maybe I can move the dye pot. Famous last words. If you hear screaming, it's just because I burnt myself. In the meantime, enjoy the puppies being ridiculously cute. Alright, it's not exactly ideal as far as the camera situation, for multiple reasons. This camera is not as good at color accuracy, and the angle is kind of shitty, but it's what we got to work with. Move this down a little bit farther even. So, camera dead. I'm improvising, but the whole stream was improvised, right? Might need more port. But there are cute puppies. Right? What happened to my tongs? I don't think I was even using the tongs earlier, but am now. This Fanta is just... it's fantastic how well that worked. Yeah, we went there. We went there, guys. I did, at least. Might be alone in my journey. Half of me wants to, like, open up a different packet of Kool-Aid and add some contrasting color, but that's just a dumb idea, right? Like, let's just not do anymore. Like, let's just not be more ridiculous. I'm just kind of spreading this out so that we can get it on all the spots that didn't have... What was that noise, Aerie? She, like, cry-howled very, very softly. She was like, oh. She might have yawned. I don't know. I wasn't watching. Did you guys notice anything? Spaghetti and mac and cheese. It's Cheetos! I do not have any more Fanta. That was all of my Fanta. I do have some Dr. Pepper, probably. That might be the only other soda I have. Oh no, I have some Coke Zero. Ooh, that's what I'll do. Wildebeest, bring me the Coke Zero! Because we're not going to drink that either. Don't ask me why we have these things in our house if we don't drink them. But, once again, they've been there for like 2 years. And probably aren't fit for human consumption at this point. She says as she drank Fanta the other day to try to get rid of it when she had this idea. Mm. Mm. Alright. That's so airy. Wow, that was a lot of berry cherry, and that was very red. Wow. I'm basically deciding, apparently, to save those last 2 packets that might have had the blue in them. Or the packets that might have had. What are you growling at? What? You're not usually the barky one. You just howl. That's your brother's job. Do you need to go outside? I heard Dad tried to let you outside already once. Initially I thought I'd use the Kool-Aid and speckle the Fanta yarn, but guys, all of the colors of red Kool-Aid, or all of the flavors of red Kool-Aid smell the same to me right now. I think that's the last of the tropical punch. I would go through and show you. Well, I will still do this maybe. Ooh, look at that. White yarn. No white yarn must be left. So we did an experiment with Kool-Aid before where we tried to see how the different colors looked, and we dyed the different parts of the skein with the different red Kool-Aids, which is why they're open. There's so many open, and they're all red. And I should show you how that skein came out. I think technically we did two, but oh, well, one of them, yeah, we did do two. One of them was a disaster, like I showed you guys, because the sparkle in the yarn, we did it in the microwave, and it exploded, basically. But the other one turned out pretty nice. It's just a mini skein. But there was definitely darker reds and lighter reds throughout the whole thing, depending on which color or which flavor. I don't remember where each flavor was, though. Like, which end was which flavor. It turned out kind of pretty. But it's just a mini, so it would be great for little, I don't know, something. Heels and toes. Right, Pico? Good for heels and toes? You want to model it? Don't you dare steal it. You sit? Good girl. High five? Good girl. I can make you a little skein crown. Will you wear it? No. She'll eat it. Pico will wear it. Ah! Leave it. Leave it. No. Leave it. Airy. I know, but this is for Pico to wear and for you to leave alone. There you go. See? She's like, nope. We'll eat. We'll eat for fun and profit. What? What? No, stay there, Pico. Okay. Airy. Give me a high five. You miss. Good girl. Yeah, not a toy. Everything's a toy to her. Alright. Move, buddy. I'm gonna use up some of the rest of this Kool-Aid. What? Ugh, a strawberry one. I sniffed right as I was sprinkling it. That was a bad idea. Pico. Back. No, Pico. Back. Back. Come on! You know this. Back! Ari, you have one of Pico's whiskers in your mouth. I told him to go back, and he goes underneath my desk. You nugget. You nugget! So, I've called Pico Nugget for a while when he's being a nugget. A brat. And it's short for Poop Nugget because he's gross and he eats poop. But Ari is Spicy Nugget. Because she's much more sassy than him. So she's Spicy Nugget and he's Poop Nugget. Cause he's gross. No. Don't sniff at my food, Pico. Alright, let's see. Let me get more. It's like silly to go back to the worktop at this point because it's the same camera. I moved everything into the space of the worktop. So we might just have to try to finish this up. I guess I could take the tops the whole way off of them rather than just sprinkling from a corner. Ari, what you doing there? Move, move, Pico. And then they would sprinkle better, more. Better is a relative term, I suppose. Maybe we'll get some really dark spots this way, though. Ari thinks everything's a toy. I don't even know where she got it, but she turned up with a suction cup in her mouth earlier today. I was like, what? Where? Do we even have suction cups in this house? Puppies, man. Not for the faint of heart. Okay. All we have left is the strawberry kiwi and the black cherry. The ones that one of them left or did some sort of speckles. Blue speckles. Which I suspect it was the black cherry. Because that one is darker than the rest. Actually, I could look at the ingredients. This is a smart thing. So, red 40 in strawberry kiwi. Black cherry has blue 1 and red 40. So, it was the black cherry. So the strawberry kiwi will go on haphazard style, however. And then we'll definitely try to speckle with the black cherry so that we get some of those blue dots still. So I dyed this on, this is, the base is Soulmate AU. So it's my sock base. But it's also good for more than just socks. It's just, I specifically picked it out since most of my bases are like luxury bases. They're great for like shawls and things like that. That, you know, you want really soft next to your face snuggliness. I wanted to pick something that was a little sturdier, but still had a lot of that softness. I had Lore of the Blings test out and help me figure out which one I wanted for that. And we settled on the Polworth because it has a lot of the softness that you get from merino. But it doesn't need nylon for strength because it's the sheep is a crossbreed of a merino and a Lincoln sheep. So it has a longer staple length, but it still has a lot of that softness from the merino. So, it's really nice though. It's really nice to work with. It's really nice to wear as socks. Looks like a crime scene with the streaks on the side of the pan. I mean, I am a color criminal. Hey, did you bring a dodo? Did you bring a dodo? Did you bring a toy? You wanna play fetch? You wanna play fetch on camera? Can I have it? No? You wanna play keep away on camera? You guys see this? The way she's flinging the toy into the air. You're too close to the camera, sweetie. Alright, give it here. Give it here. Can I have it? Ready? Ready? Okay, we're gonna do this. Nope, get down. Ready? Trying to make it so you guys can see as much of the fetch way as possible. Fetch way. You bringing it back? Maybe? Yes? No? Maybe? Bring it here. Good girl. Did you bring it here? Did anybody else notice her new bling? Probably not. She got a new collar. Her old one was too small. She had to get a big one, a big girl collar. This one's a little bit too big, so you gotta keep growing, sweetie. The vet says you will. Yeah. The vet says you will. Hey, ready, wait. Get down. Sit. High five. You missed. Good girl. Ready? Speak. Speak. Good girl. Ready? Go get it. I'm torturing her. You bringing it back? Yeah. Should have brought a tennis ball. Of course, that might have bounced and gone over the railing, and that would have been bad. Never mind. Don't bring tennis balls to play fetch in the studio. Alright, ready? Sweetie? Ready? Go get it. You bounced off the ball and hit her in the head. Hi. Where'd you bring it? Bring it here. Okay. Harry, we're gonna do yarn stuff again. Okay, one more throw. Are you gonna give it to me for another throw or no? You found the squeak. It's the end. No, you won't get it yet. Okay. Ready? She's like, Mom, you suck at this game. Alright. We got... Oh, what was that? Scott was here, cheered. Oh, thank you so much for the cheer, the bits. Wow, 5,000 bits? Holy crap, thank you. Thank you so much. You get a high five from Ari and from Pico. Ari, move over. Just for that, ready? Ari, we gotta give Scott C was here. High five. Good girl, that was great. Pico, come here. Pico, come here. Come. Come on, I know. Come here. Ready? Ready? Give this for Scott. Ready? Sit. Ready? Come on, Ari. High five, Pico. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you so much for the bits. That was awesome. That was so generous. Puppies, you earned those bits. What are you gonna spend your bits on? Cables? Tennis balls? That is really cool. Thank you. No. No, this is the Kool-Aid for the dying. Last step. Okay. Yeah. Bork, 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 bork. Queen Keenie wants to give Poppy treats. I really do have to fix that. What did I do with the thingy? There we go. Oh, Pico got the treats! Pico with the sneaks! Pico with the sneaks. There you go, Ari. Quickly! Nope! You missed a chance. I'm still a little bit floored by the 5,000 bits. That's a lot of bits! Holy crap, thank you. We're gonna put the lid on this while it's so it sets. Yeah, sometimes she's like, yes, I got this. There you go. Pico has a lot more practice with it, I guess. He's wiser. He's almost 4? How old are you, Pico? Are you 4? You're 4 now, I think. And she's 7 months. Me. Oh gosh, this is such a cute emoji. Did I show you guys my new Victory yarn duetto? I mean, it's the same colorway, but I've redone it. It's a gradient. I dyed it on a blank. It goes from this dark blue into this lighter blue, and then into the burgundy. This one actually needs more of the burgundy fade. It's not quite even. So I think I want to add more. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's really pretty. Except I don't know how to finish off the ends so they don't unravel from my knitting machine. I'm good, Demi. I don't know if James is still here, but James hit his 1 year mark, and Demi was the first person to hit the 1 year mark, and she got her present. So if you want to know what the 1 year present is, bug Demi. Oh, also, actually, I should show this off, because this was really cool. So, I have been looking forever for this, for something similar to this yarn base that I love that has been discontinued. Can no longer get it. I have like 2 skeins of it left or something. Actually 3, I think. Where is it? But I'm keeping them all for my personal use. Where did I put it? Did I stash it? What the hell? Okay, well, I can't find it now to show you in comparison. But anyway, I've been looking for something similar for, I mean, ever. Because it got discontinued right after I found it and fell in love with it, of course. And so I actually commissioned some hand spun of the same fiber blend, bulky, from A Jolly Yarn. She streams on Twitch. She's really awesome. It's a lot of fun. She streams her spinning process and also bookbinding and bookmaking. So check out Let me see if my shout out command works. Outside. There we go. So she does bookmaking on Wednesdays, and on Fridays she does spinning, I think. And it feels so good. It's definitely a little bit different because it is hand spun. It has a lot more of the variation in it, but it's 52% merino and 48% mulberry silk. And I wish I had my good camera for this, you know, that it hadn't decided to be a jerk. Let's see. Maybe if I just add more light. That's the solution, right? But, I mean, the real beauty of it is in how lovely and soft and squishy it is. But I think that if I make this like a base that I have, it's gonna have to be like a special kind of thing, because it is a lot more expensive because it is hand spun, which makes perfect sense. But I might just, like, I don't know, keep it for myself and do something beautiful with it. It's so nice though. Oh no, the camera's all messed up. I've been showing you. I knocked it with the light. Oh. And I think I put too much light on it. It's all... Okay. Hang on. How's that? A little better? Is this where we're having... Hi, puppies. Actually. There we go. Anyway, she does really cool, she does spinning, and like I said, she does bookbinding, which is really cool to watch, because she like sews up the spines of them and everything. But I thought it was really cool, and I'm really excited for this. It's definitely got like a lot of thick and thin parts. It'll be really interesting to see how it takes dye. I'm not sure what I'm going to dye it like at this point. Haven't really decided. So, but I'm excited to try it. And I was really excited to get it. And it's really soft. If anybody has gotten A Night to Remember or Cosmic Floof or Lord Commander, I think those are the only colorways I've done on the Mutual Pining base, which is the bulky merino and silk single ply. So there's definitely some dark speckles here, which is exactly what I was going for. Also made there's definitely some not set color here as well. This is gonna be fun. Black cherry was definitely a fun one to pick. I'll have to, when I look at the other Kool-Aid ones for any other future Kool-Aid dyes, I'll have to look and see what dye content they have, if I can find my Kool-Aid. See if any of the other ones have multiple in them and might speckle up like this. Honestly, black cherry has been my favorite Kool-Aid to dye with. Not, like, even before I did this and discovered the speckles like that, I enjoyed it. Also, I'm sad to say that the hot Fanta smell, you know, I got a little bit of a speckles of Kool-Aid powder on the orange one. I will tell you that now. Not on purpose. Just little tiny bits. But anyway, the hot Kool-Aid smell is overpowering the hot Fanta smell. But what's really, really cool about the Fanta one is we literally added nothing to this except yarn. We did not add water. We did not add vinegar or citric acid. Literally dumped 2.5 cans of Fanta in and put the yarn in it. Yeah, it looked like noodles. It's actually orange. It's very orange. If the other camera hadn't died, midstream, I literally took 3 cans of Fanta, 2.5 cans of Fanta, and put it on for that. So, orange soda. But yeah, they always look like noodles, right? That's why we have forbidden ramen as a colorway. I feel like I can't show off any of the colorways now because this camera is garbage. You can see a lot of the dark speckles here from the end of that black cherry packet. Seriously though, where is my box of Kool-Aid? Where would I have put it? Where would Ship stash Kool-Aid? Because see, I have my food coloring here on my desk. I might have taken it down to the kitchen, like where a sensible human being keeps their Kool-Aid. Who's sensible? Certainly not me. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a quick break and get some rinsing stuff together, because I think we're pretty close. The Kool-Aid one probably needs a little bit more time, but the Fanta one probably can be rinsed. I will eventually wash it. I don't know, maybe I'll put some soap in it. Maybe we'll just rinse for now. Okay, I will be right back though. Guys, one of the wheels of my cart is bound up with dog fur. It's kind of annoying. By kind of, I mean, it's really annoying. Filling up my rinsing station here. Spicy ramen, indeed. I don't know, spicy ramen was the color of Kool-Aid, I would be worried. Super worried. Be like, maybe I don't want to eat that. Sneaky treats. Ooh. Look, I did scratch my wrist. When did I do that? Like that stingy feeling. Pico Pounce. Okay. I think I missed some stuff in chat actually. Oh, Demi says she's gonna post her present to Instagram soon. I'm glad that it turned out good. What do you think? We should probably rinse the Fanta. Hang on. I need a basin for my spin dryer. Just realized that I'm gonna rinse it and then like try to put it in there with no basin to spin into. And that would be bad. Okay. Time for Fanta, at least. I think the Kool-Aid one probably still needs longer, but I'm gonna try to get as much of this liquid out as I can. Well, let's see what I can do. Not sure if you're watching me here. Because it's literally just, there's nothing but Fanta in here, I didn't put any extra water in. The less sugar water that I can have, the better. This isn't really working though, is it? Because I just keep dropping it instead. So, we'll let it hang there for a moment, maybe, and drip. I guess the orange one could be spicy ramen. Okay. I'm impatient. And like I said, I will wash this with soap later, just for the stream. I will do this. This is pretty cool, honestly, how this came out. Oh, been doing the fun rinsing part without you guys being able to see. Anyway, it's pretty neat how well that worked, just chucking a can of soda in with your yarn. Dump a can of soda on some yarn and microwave it sometime. See what happens. It'll be fun. I promise. So much fun. This is a really pretty orange color, actually. And I think that was like the right amount to use for this amount of yarn to get a nice shade. And once it's dry, it's going to be a lighter even. It'll be like a peachy almost. Peachy orange. Especially since it got some of that Kool-Aid on it. Oops. So, Let me just look here. I mean, maybe add a little more liquid. I think those blue speckles are probably fine now. Probably. There's just so much of the red. Yeah. And it's hard to tell if it's all set. It's mostly cleared. Those blue speckles are really, I think, neat though. They were unexpected, shall we say. So, you know, I don't know how much of the red is actually not set and how much is rinsing off the sides as I stir it around. So, let's say we call it done. Oh, your name change paperwork is here? That's awesome. So Wildebeest changed his first name. And it is now official. Because the paperwork is here. Whoops. What did I use for a mordant? Welcome, Manfred the robot. Nothing. The only thing that is in this is Kool-Aid. I did actually add a little bit of citric acid when I soaked the yarn, just to make sure, but there's already citric acid in the Kool-Aid, and I used 6 different colors of red Kool-Aid. There was about half a packet for each one left, so it's maybe 3 packets of Kool-Aid altogether, and that had enough citric acid in it that I didn't need any more, really, but I put a little bit in for insurance. The other skein that I have in the spinner, I don't know if you saw, but I will be spinning out here momentarily, and then I will show you guys the results of both of them. Literally the only thing I put in the dye pot other than yarn was 2.5 cans of Fanta Orange soda. Literally nothing else. This was an experiment. This is not necessarily what I do all the time. I usually use acid dyes, like professional acid dyes, but I had been talking to my friend Vale, and whoop, hang on, disaster has just barely been averted. Anyway, I was talking to my friend about how I had this Fanta that's been in my fridge for like 2 years because somebody bought it during some sort of get-together. They were like, oh, we shall bring soda, and we'll bring Fanta. And it is not my favorite orange soda. It is not my favorite soda. So it's been sitting in there, and I was trying to like think of ways to like use it up that would make it more palatable to me. I was like mixing it with ginger beer and whatever. It's not even good in orange like floats. But anyway, my friend was like, we could just dye yarn with it. I have not used woad. I haven't done much natural dye. Well, I really haven't done almost any natural dyeing. I use acid dyes specifically. So, there's a lot of the mordants that you have to use with natural dyes are kind of weird. I am going to try avocado dyeing sometime soon, because it can give some really, really pretty colors. but I have not used woad. Do you dye? Hi, Ari. Your mom did. That's really cool. There's a lot of really cool things like that you can do with natural dyes, and it's really neat to see the colors come to life from things that you really don't expect. But like, you have to do a lot of them outside because they smell bad, worse than vinegar and whatever. And some of the mordants are kind of nasty. But for the acid dyes, the only mordant you need is either vinegar or citric acid. And what I discovered about the Fanta is the third ingredient is citric acid. And it's got yellow, red, and red 40 in it. And I was like, well, I know you can use vinegar or citric acid and food coloring, because I've done that many times. So why couldn't you just pour this can on some yarn and get color? And you know, heat it, and it worked. So I'm kind of thinking I might try to see like what happens if you use different types of soda. even if they're all the brown sodas, or if it's Mountain Dew, like what kind of results you get. Would be kind of neat, I think. So spin dryer is still running. The water that's spinning off is maybe a little bit pink, but not super pink. Oh, I guess it's been a while, Kitsune. Yeah, she's real big now. She's probably like 60 pounds now. We're close to it. You 60 pounds yet, sweetie? Getting big and strong. Don't ask me what that is in kilograms. 28, maybe? Oh, she's not Pico's size. She's not. Nah. Pico's like 94 pounds. So she's about another third to go if she's gonna be as big as him. Let's pull this yarn out of the spin dryer. But she's a lot closer to his size. Alright, you ready for this? So this Kool-Aid one, I think, it was really cool that it ended up with black speckles, or blue speckles. We did nothing but red Kool-Aid, and got these cool blue speckles. I like it a lot. And it's so vibrant, and it smells so good. It smells so good. Let's see. Alright. You ready for the other one? Are we ready for the main event? This was the entire stream idea today. The secret, the one weird ingredient. Fanta. Don't you wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? I think that's how it goes. It is a really cool orange color. And it did sort of end up with some little... It's probably hard to tell on this camera because it's not the greatest quality. I tried. You guys have no idea. I'm like blinded right now by all the light because I'm like, I know the key to good colors is light. And I've got the light above and then 2 lights that are like a 1.5 feet from my face and from the yarn. Just so much light right now, but it's, you can't, yeah. But they're really cool looking. Maybe? I wonder? No, there's no way this camera would be better. No. But they're really neat. The fact that we've got speckles on that red one really surprised me. And literally the orange one, nothing but Fanta. Literally did not even add water to that one, so that's really cool. And that was a lot of fun. So, I normally stream on Thursdays, but I will not be streaming this week, or tomorrow, because I have an appointment. But we'll see about next week. I've been trying to do kind of every other week for a little while, just while I sort out some health stuff. But definitely follow me on Twitter or Instagram, or join my Discord, and you'll get live notifications. Any of those places, and well, I think I forgot to post on Instagram. Oops. Thank you, Ramen. We'll see what happens. I will hopefully keep my fingers crossed that there's not too much bad that they find, but I mean, no matter what, I'm probably getting surgery, so that's super, super fun. Also, I forget what I was gonna say. I've completely lost it. Anyway, so, I hope that everyone has a great rest of their week and weekend, and Ari and Pico also do. They're being super cute just for you guys, and have a great week, and take care of yourselves. Bye!